Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Monica and this is my channel, Master of None, where I talk about anything I want, mostly things related to art, weaving, textile arts, and the lot. I also just want to make videos about life and things, and one of those life and things is a what's in my bag haul. I find them very classic YouTube and I'm happy that they're popular right now. So as you can see, this is a very large bag. This is kind of my everyday carry. I've had it for about 2 months-ish now, maybe a month and a half. I used to just use tote bags for a really long time, and then I realized the reason why I was just using tote bags all the time and not my regular purses is that I didn't really have any bigger purses. I have a lot of medium-sized ones, but something about this year, 2026, I just decided I want to be that friend who's prepared for anything. I still need to work on that a little bit because my friend needed tissues the other day and I didn't have any. And I do have little packets, I just haven't put them in. Still haven't done that. This is the Coach something or something. It went like semi-viral a while ago. Like it was the summer bag of 2025 maybe. I just got it this December-ish. Not December, February-ish. So maybe I've had this bag longer. I got this bag because I like how slouchy it is. I like that the longer that I have it and the more slouchy and beat up it gets, it'll look even cooler. Also, when I was younger, was on the hunt for a really cute slouchy bag because my friend kind of had one, but I wanted it to look a little different. I never really found that bag. I did find one by it's not Kate Spade, a different brand, but it was smaller and I never ended up getting it because I was young. It was expensive. But anyways, I bring all that up because I feel like this is kind of what I was looking for as a kid, except the most giant version. Now this is the largest version. It is big. I like to wear it kind of crossbody. I'm a crossbody bag girl, but every time I wear my crossbody bags these days, I do feel old. Like I do feel very out of style, which I don't mind usually. Just for some reason, it just feels, it's not the vibe right now. I do have some over the shoulder bags, but they're not as comfortable. But this one I feel like, it's technically a men's bag, but whatever. What do I feel like? It kind of has the best of both worlds of feeling modern and fresh, but still I get to wear it across my body. I could I do wear it just on my shoulder, but I just like the security. I think the way my shoulders are, it's just, I always feel like I'm hiking it back up. I say as I've been a tote girly, so those don't go crossbody and I've been fine with those. So anyways, I still like to wear those sometimes when I feel like I want something more casual or I don't need as much space or I just, when I feel like it. Let's zip it up again. I'll hold it up again. What's in my bag? Look how cute that is. Look at that slouch. So we'll start off with the bag charms that I have. I have my sunglasses in this little container. They're Gentle Monster. And then I have just this tag that came on here. And then this is the Cycler dangly, the Cycler charm, and it comes with a little cap that you can put on your Cycler body oils. And I just thought it looked so classy and cute. I love bag charms, and I do have like a Lububu, and what other bag charms do I have? I like the idea of customizing them, but I am 30, and as much as I think anybody can wear whatever they want, sometimes I feel like it's harder for me to style a Lububu. Not that I think 30-year-olds cannot wear them. I think it's so great. It feels not fully in line with my style, which I don't fully know where it is. I want to incorporate Labubus into my style, but just doing it in a way that feels true to me has been tough. But this one feels really cute and stylish, and also this is the Rosebud. Yeah, the reason they were doing they still sell these on their website, but I got this one for free when I ordered this because it was their new scent, Rosebud, which I really love. I feel like I say this every video about something, but I'm not usually a rose girly. Usually I find rose perfumes to be too powdery and kind of almost grandma-y, but this does a really good job at being a rose scent that, instead of leaning the after notes or second notes that you smell, being powdery and kind of sickly, it goes more green, like a tomato leaf. So it's a combination of rose plus fresh, outdoorsy, gardeny smell instead of powder. Here, I'll show you my sunglasses. I got these. They're a little expensive for what they are, but I loved that they fold up because I'm really bad at carrying sunglasses. This was a problem that I had more with a smaller bag. but I would never bring them with me. But now these can just clip on the outside of my bag. I am way more likely to have them. It used to be that I would only put them in my bag when I thought I would need them, but then I would never think I would need them, and then it would be sunny, especially here in San Francisco. The weather's crazy and all over the place, so you never know when you'll need them, but I would just never have them when I did. Now, have them all the time, and they're really easy to just chuck in a bag when I do use different bags. So, let's get on to the inside of this. Start, I guess, we'll do my journal. I love bringing my journal around with me. I don't always carry it. So this is my journal. This is the traveler's notebook that my brother gave to me for Christmas, like, I want to say like 5 years ago, maybe even longer. I love to use it. You can see it's really lovely. I have this. I like to use the thin pages because I find that then I can use a journal for longer. They don't have lined versions of that, and so I have these templates, which you can't really see. As you can see, I've used it a long time. I found it from a guy online on YouTube, and this is just a little template, and I'm able to, let me show you. But you can take the pages, you slip the little template behind, you have ruled paper. It's very faint right now, but as someone who struggles with writing in straight lines, it's useful. And then this is I have a journal section, a sketching section, and I think watercolor paper. This one's the watercolor paper. I have a Sublime sticker on there, which I love. I have not been good about doing watercolor stuff. I really want to be somebody who carries around a set of watercolors, like a mini one, and just paint and stuff, but I have not been doing that. So one day that'll be me. Yeah, not gonna lie, I tend to use the journaling part more. I haven't sketched in a really long time. Like this was from a trip to London this was from Paris. I haven't used it since, and I really need to be on that. So that's my journal. Right now I have some chocolates. These are the Trader Joe, like 70% with cacao nibs, no added sugar ones. They're actually quite tasty. Right now I have a loose Glossier Black Cherry Balm.com. I do like this stuff, but I do find it kind of gets all over my mouth. I'm really bad at not like rubbing my lips together once I put lipstick, like any lip thing on my lips. And so I do find it makes it look like I've eaten something when it shouldn't. Right now I have an umbrella in here, which I'm not always good about carrying an umbrella, but it's been pretty rainy the last couple of days, and it came in handy. Here's the little sleeve for the umbrella. I have a loose charger, which this I usually don't have loose chargers like this. I just was worried about like losing my phone battery. I was worried about my phone dying because I was using it to film stuff. That's kind of terrifying to not have my phone with me, even though I know where I am now, but like I use it for bus passes and stuff. So I have a loose charger, even though this is my battery pack. Very exciting. I do have like shorter chargers, but for some reason I wanted to bring the larger one, but I need to take that out of here. As far as more lip products, I have this Clarins lip stain oil gloss thing. I don't find it lasts that long. I find lip stains don't last very long on me. I don't know why. Then I have this fresh sugar lip treatment in the color Petal. Yeah, and this one is not my favorite of the colors. I thought it was, but this is what happens when you order online. You don't always recognize the right things. But this is probably definitely my second favorite tint of this. I can't remember what the other one is, but love these. These I don't find are as patchy or like go all over my mouth as much as the Glossier stuff. I still like Glossier stuff though. I just need to be careful with it. Next thing I have in here is my handy cam. I like to bring this around with me even when I'm not making YouTube videos. I like to have this, or I've been carrying around my Nikon Coolpix, which I had in like 5th grade, and my dad gave it to my dad when I don't need this anymore. And then last time I was home, I was like, hey, do you still have that? And he did, because he would bring it on like little trips. But anyways, so I have that now, and that's what I've been using for some of my video stuff in the last videos. I mostly have been using this. I haven't really gone through the footage as much. It's just nice to have for memories, and it's fun. Love this. Very fun. This is a newer addition to my life. It is the Traveler's Notebook 20th edition, card sized. It's only being released for the 20th edition or 20th anniversary of Travelers. I went to my local art supply store, Flax. That's part of the reason why I went there the other vlog. I don't know why I didn't include that quest in there. I was kind of between getting this or the passport sized, but because my local art store had it in stock, or they didn't have it in stock, but they were getting them, and they were very kind and called me when they came in, I went with this one, and I'm gonna get a really tiny little e-reader. I've seen a lot of girls do where they get the XTE ink X4 and they'll put it on the inside of a little travel journal, and what's nice about them is they have MagSafe on the back of them, and so I'm gonna stick the little magnet here and then put my little e-reader there, and then instead of scrolling or whatever, I will be able to just bring this. And I'm still gonna, I have a Kobo. I'll probably go grab that. I also have another thing. My Kobo I'll put in here usually when I go to coffee shops and things, but right now it's not in there because I was sticking a charm onto it. But I love my Kobo, and I love that it's a color, Kobo Libra color. I do have some manga on there that I've been not great about reading, but I want to like get into that and everything. But this will be good for those days, especially when I do use my smaller bags, to still have a e-reader with me and be able to like read on the go. I do have 2 little notebooks in here. My plans with this journal, as well as the book part, is to have this be my analysis journal. There's online a big debate about younger kids learning their ability, or losing, or not even learning how to critically think and to analyze things. And I realized I don't really flex that part of my brain. I did write a paper for one of my classes last semester. I thought that was really fun. And as much as it wasn't like analyzing a piece of media, it was just fun to write a paper about something I really enjoyed. And it's not like I'm gonna be writing full essays in here, but it's more like recently I've been watching the show The Following, and it's a good mindless watch, but it bugs me, and so I'm like, it's fun to write down what things about it bug me. It keeps using the same themes, the characters keep making the same stupid mistakes, and all this stuff. I think it'll be fun to have a tiny little e-reader in here, and then also to have this little book. The e-reader will also be removable, so I don't have to bring it with me every time, so I can still bring like my Kobo and this with me without the e-reader. But if I hope I'm making sense. But all that to say, this is going to be like where I write little analyses and stuff and flex the critical thinking part of my brain. Usually I'll have my keys in here, but I usually leave them right by the door, so I put them in whatever I am wearing at the time, or if I'm like just running out and don't need a bag. These are a bunch of cards that I got at the craft fair that I went to recently. I just collected a bunch of the cards of the people that I really liked their stuff of. I think what would be fun would be to make a little codex. What I really want to do is keep these in a little card container, and then when I'm wanting to get gifts for people, I could just go through these and pick out local artists. Although I am officially moving. There's some moving boxes over there. I have to like pack and stuff, but procrastination. So they won't be local to me anymore, but still they'll be cool artists that I can buy from San Francisco. I am very excited about my new job, but it's just nerve-wracking and sad. I feel like most times I've moved because I've been ready to move out of that place, like for college or high school or all that stuff. And like moving back over here, like I was ready to leave the East Coast. Now I'm leaving on a high note, which I think is good in its own way. Like it sucks when you feel about a place, but it's sad. It's a lot of feelings. But my brother will still live in the city, so I'll be able to visit him. And if I ever want to move back, I could always move back. Although right now things are really crazy and expensive, so I think that's part of the reason why I'm moving, is because just whatever I make now will go further, if that makes sense. We'll do these two. So this is a little sewing kit that I bought when I was in Japan. It just comes off like this. It comes with some little shears, which I don't think I'll be able to bring on a plane, so I need to be careful that I don't accidentally pack those. But yeah, these are the needles. They're in this little package. Sometimes we'll carry around my like English paper piecing. I don't know why there are 2 of these. That's cool. But these are the little things of thread. I haven't really used this before. I bought it and thought it was super cute, but I do want to carry it around with me. You never know when you're going to need to sew something. Sometimes my project of choice is English paper piecing, which is a type of hand sewing. And one time I did have the zipper of this pair of shorts that I was wearing break, and I was able to sew myself in with my English paper piecing sewing stuff. There's also a little pin cushion in the roof lid. There we go. So I think about that and I'm like, it would be good to carry a sewing kit. So I have this one. I've only recently put it in here. Otherwise, it's just been kind of living in my desk. But now that I'm a big bag girly, we don't have to worry about that. Let's see. So this is my wallet. I carry like my license and everything. It's like a little book. I thought it was really cute. I did see it on TikTok. I bought it on their website. I do think it's very fun and cute. I do also have this very tiny little pen I like to keep in it just in case. Here, kind of see it there. Just in case, you never know when you need a pen. Although when I was at the post office and I needed a pen, I pulled this one out and it was not working very well. So maybe I need to, I don't know. I do really like this little wallet. I don't know how long it's gonna last because it is fake leather, which is nice because, you know, vegan, but then also most faux leather things that I've experienced will crack eventually. For the meantime, I think it's super cute. It does hold all the things I need it to. I'm usually a girly who has a little zip. I like a little zip pouch in my wallet, because if I ever lose an earring backing or want to take my rings off, I can stick it in there. But this was too cute to pass up. So I'm actually realizing I can keep a little pouch in my big pouch. So this is my just everything pouch. So this is what I will like chuck into my bags. Like, it doesn't work for really tiny bags, but like this is all the main stuff that I want to keep in my purse. Let's open it. So what I have in here, I have some EOS chapstick. I think this is like the mango one. Yes, mango nectar EOS chapstick. This is a newer edition. I think I mentioned this in my last video. I've been getting some staining on the top of my teeth, like in the cracks, and it freaked me out. So I bought a bunch of stuff for teeth health. So I bought like a water pick and different toothpastes and stuff. And then this is like one of those things where if you are out and about, just apply it to my teeth throughout the day. The packaging is super cute. I went for the Hello Kitty one, which I got this at Ulta, and it came in like a 2-pack. Yeah, no idea how well it works, but it gives me the peace of mind thinking that I'm doing something to get rid of this weird staining in the crack of my tooth. This is the Cycler hand lotion. I've recently started to carry this around, and this is in the Naked Neroli scent. It is delicious, wonderful smelling. It is very strong, so if you don't like strong scents, I wouldn't recommend this, but it is a really lovely scent. This is very kind of citrusy, sweet, very nice. This is a Fenty powder. The mini size, it broke. It's broken. It just broke recently. But it's the mini version, and it's just nice to have a little powder. I liked that it has a little powder puff with it. Yeah, that's kind of sad that it broke, but you know what? We can fix it, I think, with some alcohol. Wish it all together. It only broke recently, so I must have just been really rough with this. This tin is for mints, but I have gum in it. It's the same brand, it's the Epic. So the mints, like the whole idea, the gum is also supposed to do this. If you chew it, it's supposed to help prevent cavities and stuff. I don't know if it actually works, but again, and I'm not always good about using it like after I eat and everything, but I like to have it in case. And I got like a bigger thing of gum, and I just fill this up when I want to. Probably should replace these, but these are some cough drops or throat lozenges for when I get allergies. I tend to either get like a really itchy nose, really itchy eyes, or I've had it in the past, which really sucks, is like a really tickly throat. It's the worst feeling, and so having some lozenges just in case is really nice. Sorry, my nose always gets so itchy during these videos. So it's just nice to have some lozenges. Those I bought when I was in Europe a while ago. This is some hand sanitizer. I just inhaled that. I thought the packaging was really cute, and it's refillable. So I have always wanted to get those really cute touch something hand sanitizers, but the packaging just seems so large and not impractical, but it isn't refillable, so it just feels wasteful. There we go. We got to the word. So this one's nice because I can fill it with just any other liquid hand sanitizer. I think I bought that from Target, which I'm trying to be better at not buying from Target, but you know, sometimes we're not great. These, I have a couple just loose packets of tea. Obviously, I don't use them that often, but it's nice to have as an option. This is a Chinese tea, delicious mellow honeydew black tea. It's just in case I want some tea. And then this one is a something Paris grapefruit and lemon peel. I also, I don't know, I must have left that back with my parents. I usually carry around like a little Harney and Sons like clicky tea thing, but I took it out at my parents and then I think I forgot to put it back in. These are also a new addition to my bag. I haven't really used them. I tried one out, but it's My Smile, it's the My Smile Deep Clean Teeth Wipes. So I do find that my teeth get really fuzzy feeling and I'll just wipe it on a napkin or something, or try to stealthily kind of wipe them off. But these I found in my quest to find teeth things. It's a little sleeve you can put on your finger and then just use it as a little brush, and it'll get that fuzzy feeling, rid of that fuzzy feeling, and then also refresh your teeth. I don't know if they really do anything besides get rid of the fuzzy feeling, but I like that they're also packaged so they're sanitary and stuff. They're a newer addition, so I want to like remember that they're there. I have some cash because my wallet doesn't have a place to put cash. I have a little Delta sugar packet because just in case I want some sugar. This is a little compact mirror. Oh, it's getting a little. These are like little sticky things for my Switch keycaps. The button caps never seem to stay when I am using the Switch things, but they're so cute that I want to keep using them. So I put those in here because I know where they are, although I forgot I put them in here and bought a bunch of other ones, but now I remember that these go in here just for if I do need to restick a keycap on, because they have popped off before. Keycap thingies, this cute little compact. It has a little mirror in it that I can use. It's a little dirty right now. I just need to put them in my bag. And then it has this little comb. My mom got me for this when we were in Japan. Just want a little comb or a mirror to check things up, or cash because I never use it. I have some, this is Dayquil. I was sick for a little bit, and it's also just nice to have in case anybody needs it. I have some, I've eaten one, some ginger chews for a little bit. I was on a medication that made me feel really nauseous, and so I would like be on the bus and just feel icky, and I just kind of chucked these everywhere. I do have another pouch that's purely for ginger chews. Now that I'm not on that medication anymore, I don't need to have them as much, but they're nice to have. I was on a trip to Ecuador, and some people, you know, getting bus sick and everything. It's just nice to be like the person with the ginger chews. This is just not very practical, but I just haven't taken it out of my bag. From the Cowboy Carter tour, what they had the flashy light things on, and they were making us take off the flashy light bits, and they were like, but you can keep the ribbon because the flashy light wouldn't work after the show. But anyway, so I just kind of chucked it in here, and it's just a fun little memory of that experience. I have some NyQuil in case somebody wants that. I have a Q-tip, which is gross, and I would not even use this. I don't know why I just have loose Q-tips. I really should be better about that. I have another packet of delicious mellow and honeyed black tea. Yeah, I really need to remember I have those teas. I love tea, but I need to drink more of it. Tiny deodorant. I love carrying a little deodorant. I try to be a natural deodorant girly. Not gonna lie, it's really tough because I feel like they do not really work for me very well, but I am using the Cycler one and do find that I kind of like that one. I was a Wild deodorant girly for a little while, but then they got bought by that bigger company, and as much as I like the reusableness of it, I don't like that the parent company is awful. So in trying to vote with my dollars, I have this one left over, and it's just nice to have tiny deodorant in case I feel stinky. Oh, would you look at that? I do have a little glasses cleaner. This is, a black eye lens. My dad gave me like a little set of like clip-on lenses a couple Christmases back, and I still have them somewhere, but they don't really work on my phones now, but like I still want to keep them because they're cool and fun to they're basically lenses for your phone. Another thing of Dayquil, as you can see, I used one of those. I have some more loose Q-tips, which are gross. I need to really find a container for them. I have a travel container, but it's kind of big and I just want a couple for when I'm oot and a boot. So I need to figure that out. And this is what I was talking about with small chargers. So I always keep this one in this bag because I think it's really easy to lose chargers. So I have an electronics thingy that I like to carry around, but that's more for like when I go places. That one I carry another one of these in, but sometimes I've taken it out and forgot or left it somewhere. It's nice to just have a backup, and it's small and doesn't take up too much room. I have a Pantone Keiko pen. I think it's really cute because the little, when you click out the pen part, a little heart pops up. I have mixed feelings about these pens. I think they're really cute. I like the feeling. I like how juicy the ink is, but I have found with some of them, like I think I came with like 2 or maybe 3 in a pack, and I do find sometimes they skip. I did buy some other ones that weren't the Pantone collab, and they can skip sometimes, and it's really annoying. I don't know if it's because I'm a lefty and that makes it weird, but last thing in here, or last 2 things, I have this little thing of mints that I bought when I was in Euro Disney. I just thought it was really cute. The mints themselves are not great, but I mostly got it for the tin because I can put other mints in that I really like. I just also really like these tins. They're just really fun. And I thought it was really cute, and I'll keep it and use it for a long time. I can get like a giant thing of mints and then refill this. It's just nice to be the mint girly. I don't know if you can tell, I have problems with feeling like I'm stinky. Anyways, this last thing is a little pill container. I got this one from Sephora. I used to have the big one from Sephora, but then I must have left it on a plane or something, which was not good. Had my like medication in it. So I just bought an Amazon one to replace that one, but I missed the Sephora one. The only reason why I really like the Amazon one better is that it has pill stuff on both sides. Sephora big one doesn't have that. So I just carry around some pain meds, and we got pain meds, we got ginger, and we have allergy medicine because I do get allergies sometimes, but I don't like to take the medicine unless I'm feeling allergy-y. And then the last thing I need to refill, I carry around some Gas X. You know, it's just nice to have some Gas X. And when I fly, oh my gosh, something about changing in pressure just messes with my stomach. It's like nothing bad happens necessarily. I just get really, really, really bloated, and I don't know if there's any really way to prevent that from happening. That's pretty much it. I lied. So this is sometimes in my bag. This is a journal. I mostly bought it for, or not a journal, this is a planner. I bought it because it has a bunch of stuff about the stars and astrology in it, and I didn't realize it was like a daily planner as well. I find I don't use daily planners enough to feel like justifying them or buying them, and then they just make me feel bad about not using them. And so me buying this one was kind of an accident, but I like all the astrology stuff in it, and I want to learn more about all of that. So this has a bunch of when the full moons are, when the new moons are, what planets are doing what. You can see there, which I'm not great about that, but it just has a lot of information, and I find I'm trying to be more in tune with the natural world and astrology, just for funsies. The other thing that I'm usually carrying around all the time, which it wasn't in my purse right now because I've been using my Apple Pencil a lot, have this little pencil pouch that I got in Japan. When I got it, it was kind of an impulse purchase. What's nice about it is that it's so skinny. It's perfect for when I don't want to be carrying a lot. So I usually will put my Apple Pencil in there. I just got this pen recently. It's the Pilot Kakuno pen, and not gonna lie, I fell for the advertising. It said that it was a great first calligraphy pen, and I went for this nib, whatever that is. So far I'm liking it. I have been kind of scared of these pens. Like, my mom got me a kit when I was younger, and I thought they were so cool, but sometimes they would be weird writing with them. I realized that for lefties, it's a little harder to use calligraphy pens and pens like this because when you're pulling with your right hand, you're pushing with your left hand, so you have to do things a little differently. But I've decided I want to take on that challenge. I really like the way that this writes. The ink is a little bit kind of grayish and not super dark, but I'm still happy that I bought this. Although I did realize I got this one at Flax in Fort Mason, but there's a really big stationery store in the Japantown Mall. They had a bunch of these and they also had a bunch in different colors, which would have been fun to buy. But I refrained because I had already bought this one and, clear, it just goes with everything, can't complain. This is a mechanical pencil that I also bought at that store a while ago. A Pilot Airblink 0.3 size lead, which, this is 0.5. I have some lead right here. This is the Pentel Case HB Soft in 0.5. I should really get a different size because these do not work together. But anyways, I did have a 0.5 in here for a while, but I must have swapped it. But anyways, so this is another one of those Keiko pens. See, look how cute it is. Look at that. It's a little star. And then I also have, I don't really need 3 pens in here. And then one, I usually have another pencil in here, but I don't know where that went. But anyways, I also have this pen, which I like. It's cute. It's the Tombow Monograph pen. And then I carry around this just regular, these erasers, just kind of classic erasers for artists. And then I also I think I bought this, I must have in Japantown, and I obviously haven't used it too much. But this is really nice because it's very thin, like as you can see, for good detail erasing. I also, for drawing, really enjoy using colored pencils, but like an erasable color pencil to do like a lighter drawing and then do a darker one on top. And I do have some of those somewhere and I probably will put those. I need to revamp this little pencil pouch. I have a bigger pencil pouch, but I never really take that around with me. I just always carry around this one and it always fits. And even if I only want my Apple Pencil, it's just nice to chuck this because it's small and doable. The other things that I wanted to show you, I usually carry these around, but they are, I don't always have, like I'll put them in my bag, but that thing that floats around because I use them so much and take them with me everywhere. These are my Jabra Elite Active headphones. They work really well for me as wireless headphones, and what I really like about this version, I don't know what number these are and you can't really see it, but there's a button here. They come with a special cord that is USB-C to headphone jack. On planes you can plug it into the headphone jack of like the screen. It makes it so you can pair your wireless headphones to the TV screens. I paid extra for that for these ones. One time I went on a plane and saw the little screen and saw that there was Bluetooth and I was like, oh crap, did I just spend this extra money on this obsolete technology? But then I tried to connect my headphones via Bluetooth to the TV screen and it was so skippy and awful. Just did my little plug-in and whatever, it worked like a charm. Long story long, these are always with me. They're really convenient. This is my Kobo Libra color. This is the back. These I used to have in a specific design, but with this case, it's a bit looser, so they kind of move around. Got just these dried flowers off of Etsy. Should I just have made my own? Maybe. And then I have this little guy that's a recent addition. He's my little charm. I'll put the Etsy store that I got him from in the description. But he's super cute. I had to get my own sticky stuff to attach him because the stuff that she had given me, I don't know if because I moved it fell off right away. And so I don't know how well this little guy will stick on, but I'm hoping because I bought some newer stuff that it'll work. Just have my Kobo Libra color. I went to the manga exhibit at the De Young and it was amazing. I loved it. I had watched Inuyasha. It was like one of the first animes that I watched. I would watch it on Adult Swim as a kid, and so going to that exhibit made me really want to read the manga. So I bought it on my Kobo Libra color because it looks great on there. I'm showing you this because I added these are actually nail stickers, like ones you would get to put on your nails, but I couldn't find stickers that were small enough that I liked. So I found these ones. I think I found them on Etsy and just put them on there. And then the case is from Amazon, which don't love, but yeah, I try to buy stuff off of Etsy now, but I feel like it's all just kind of drop shipped. And then I'm like, why don't I just buy off of AliExpress? But then I don't like to support that stuff. So Long story long, I did buy this case off of Amazon, but I'm trying to be better. Last thing, I got this recently. I saw this video about talking about these Sony Walkman, the NWA25. I love it. The main attraction for me, or why I wanted to get this, is because I do want to get back into buying my own music. It's funny, I do have my old music from when I was buying music. I'm very happy that I saved my iTunes library. I was going through those songs and I could remember when I bought them and just the feelings I was feeling then, and I don't feel like I have had that much. I still love music, but I don't have that much of attachment to it now. To support artists, I want to try to start buying my music, so I still want to use Spotify to like discover new music, but then when I really love an album, I want to buy like a physical copy and then also put it onto digital whatever, and then be able to put it on here. And what I really liked about this is that it actually has Bluetooth capabilities. This is from 2015, and I can connect my headphones and my over-ear headphones to this. Now, I do think connecting via headphone jack, it's better quality, which I do have like a cool old pair of, or older themed over-ear headphones that I want to use with these, but I don't know where I'd put them, but I'll find them in the moving stuff. Yeah, for now, just using my standard headphones is really great. And like Tarzan, yeah. Strangers Like Me, great song. This is really fun, and this is gonna be in my daily carry as well, but right now I am waiting for a case and a screen protector because I just wanna be able to chuck this anywhere. I don't want the screen to get all messed up, so I'm waiting on those before I start actually carrying it around with me. I think that is it. That is all the stuff in my bag. So my camera died, so I'm just going to say goodbye on my phone. I was literally just closing up the video. How rude of the camera not to just wait 2 seconds. That's what's in my bag. I hope you enjoyed it. Next video will probably be another pattern recommendation idea, or knitting pattern recommendation video. I know I posted one kind of recently, but that one was filmed like a year ago. And I just love making those kinds of videos. So stay tuned for that. I was combining patterns for one video, but I've done so many that I might try to break it up and maybe do 2. But I also have a bunch of other ideas. Sorry, Venus is... Yeah, you want to say something to the people? No, you just want attention and pets. I just have a bunch of ideas. I'm also coming up with a video of tips for beginner knitters and what I recommend to get. So I guess stay tuned for that. I have a bunch of ideas, but right now I'm in the middle of moving. I'm moving across the country. I've decided the best / easiest / cheapest way to do it is to rent a van and drive it across the country myself, which that part, the driving part, so easy. I've driven across the country like 3 or 4 times. So that part isn't too scary. It's just the in-between of packing up all my crap and, oh, big jump. Oh, such a cutie. But yeah, it's the packing up all my stuff. It's the like aspect of starting a new job, of moving to a new, well, not new place. It's back east. I've never lived in Massachusetts, but it's around where I've lived and gone to throughout my life. But it's just a big change, and I'm gonna miss it, and it's sad, but also exciting. Like, I'm super excited, and I'm excited to not live in a city anymore. Like, I do love San Francisco, and I do love the walkability of a city. Oh, she wants to get through that door. Yes, she does. But I'm not looking forward to the traffic. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going through my brain. Maybe one day I'll post a ramble of what I'm just thinking. Yeah, but I end up cutting out a lot of the rants or rambles. It's not really rants, although I can do those. But I end up cutting out a bunch of this stuff because I feel like it's kind of boring. But such is life. One day, maybe I'll post one of those. But to the people who are still watching, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Hi, Bianca. Miss you, love you. Stay tuned for more artsy, craftsy stuff and me. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.